Greetings, dear Sifter investors. As we know, the Liberation Day, which was held yesterday in US by President Trump, announced new tariffs for worldwide and for different countries. At Sifter, we have analyzed the potential impact for the Sifter holdings, meaning the businesses in the portfolio. We already conducted an analysis last year, December, and now we updated our analysis in March. As a conclusion, we came up with this kind of like a matrix where you can see that on the x-axis there's an impact of the potential tariffs and protectionism for the businesses, high and low. And then we have on the y-axis, we have the uncertainty and its impact on the investment decisions, high and low. If we start from the bottom corner, left corner, we can see that most of the Sifter companies are luckily in that box. Roughly 60% of the assets are in that box where the tariff and protectionism is quite low. Also, the uncertainty regarding the investment doesn't impact the investments and the potential demand for the products and services those companies are offering. For example, Microsoft is there. Then on the opposite corner, we can see roughly 20% of the Sifter companies positions there where the tariff impact is quite high and also the uncertainty is regarding the investment is quite high. Most of the semiconductor companies and semiconductor manufacturing companies are in that box. There is also a silver line in that box. If onshoring in US soil or in EU soil will increase the investments in the semiconductors, it might create a potential upside for these kind of companies as well. But in the short term, we think that it will be a negative impact, especially for the stock prices for that kind of businesses. Then we have two more boxes. On the right-hand corner, bottom, we have the companies, for example, Canadian National Railway, which transfers products across the border from Canada to US. And of course, we understand the volumes imported from Canada will be less than before the tariffs were valid. And then on the left-hand corner, we have a couple of companies which are selling the investment goods. And when the uncertainty is high, typically the investment decisions are delayed and they might have negative impact on the demand in the short term at least. Overall, as a conclusion, we think that the Sifter investments are quite nicely positioned, even though there will be short-term and negative demand for the stock prices overall. But in the long term, those businesses which we have invested, at least based on our assumptions and estimates, will prevail and will do quite okay in the longer term. So we will stay calm and continue researching and doing good decisions. Thank you.